देवी गौरीवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Thank you so much, dear worshipful devotees, for joining. So, Anshul Prabhu asked a question that in the book it's mentioned that while japa or during japa we should try to focus our mind in and absorb in hearing the sound vibration. So, and Prabhu is asking, I feel like remembering, or I remember my deities. We say deities, we don't say idols. We say deities, they are ideals. There's a small book called Ideal Worship, not Idol Worship. Um, it's the ideal, the most ideal thing to worship deities or the Vigraha in Sanskrit, Archa Vigraha, Puja, Shri Vigraha, Archa Vigraha, etc. So one, you know, it's again we have to see it case to case. We don't have to like artificially force something, right? The goal is to always remember Krishna, and anything which helps us in remembering Krishna is healthy. Hmm? Sarve vidhi nishedasyo retayoreva kinkara. Satatam smartavya Vishnu vismartavya na jatuchit. Anything which helps us to remember Krishna is favorable. Anything which gives us forgetfulness of God is not favorable. That's like a thumb rule. So in japa, if someone is thinking about thinking in the sense like sitting in front of the deities, it's totally fine. Yeah, one is sitting in the front of deities and meditating on their feet or in their face, or at the same time, the focus is uh, we should not feel um, kind of we should focus on the holy name, because Krishna is also non-different from his name, and Krishna might be in the form of deity, not might be, he's there if you're sincerely taking care. So it's okay to sit in front of deities, absolutely fine. And it helps. Some people may not have deity, may have a picture, may have the holy name written, all those deity. So it's absolutely fine. Some people have Radha Kund, Sham Kund, the holy places, remembrance. It's fine. Um, yeah. But the goal is to not miss on the to not miss on not hearing, right? Or in short, we should try to absorb on what we are chanting also. It should not be like sometimes, the book is in front of us, but we don't know what we read. Sometimes we are present in the class, but we didn't hear what we was told. We could, so in short, we should not be absent-minded, or we should not feel spaced out, right? So that's the point. It should not be that the mouth is speaking the mantra, the beads, the finger is moving the mantra, and we are looking at the deities and not hearing the mantra, right? You see, that is not encouraged. Looking at deities, but again, focusing on hearing is parallelly is very important. Otherwise, we might be spaced out. The tongue is moving, the hand is moving. It will have impact, but why don't we do to have the most impact? And most impact will be when we try to absorb in hearing. Is it okay, Prabhu?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, so that was a question from the previous sessions. Today is session 10. We will start reading the topic about reading spiritual literature. So in this week, if anyone has not got chance to read yet, it's your turn. Anyone? Okay, Shrima Mataji, and then Bhupendra Prabhu can go after.
Reading spiritual literature. Reading is an extension of the hearing process. Yeah, I think I won't be able to read without disturbance probably. Can someone take over? This baby is starting to cry. Sorry,
Okay,
my
Bhupendra
apologies.
Prabhu can read. Yeah. No, no worries, Mataji.
Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Reading spiritual literature. Reading is an extension of the hearing process. One gains knowledge by receiving it from another. There is a vast treasure house of Vaishnava literature. The most important of these books have been translated into English by His Divine Grace S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Although Srila Prabhupada is no longer personally present with us, anyone can directly associate with him by reading his books. Krishna especially empowered Srila Prabhupada to present all the subtitles of Vaishnava understanding in straightforward English, just suitable for modern man to comprehend. The easiest way to grasp the essence of Krishna consciousness philosophy is to read Srila Prabhupada's books. Everything we need to know to become fully Krishna conscious is completely described therein. Prabhupada stated that the most important of his books are Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, teachings of Lord Chaitanya, and the Nectar of Devotion. These are deeply philosophical works. Beginners should start with introductory books such as Civilization and Transcendence, Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Science of Self-Realization. Message of Godhead is invaluable for Grihastha because it is describes how to live and work in the world as a karma yogi and devotee. Another excellent book for beginners or anyone else is Srila Prabhupada's biography. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita by Satyaswarupa Das Goswami, both the averaged and unaveraged editions lucidly present Krishna consciousness in the highly readable format of the story of pure devotee. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, that's it.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, bro. So very clear. Reading is very important. It's an extension of hearing or Shravanam process because we are absorbing that divine content, that spiritual katha, philosophy about Krishna, his pastime, his tattva, etc. So Prabhupada has given these books in a very lucid, in a clear, crystal clear manner. We don't have to be Sanskrit scholars. We don't have to, anyone and everyone can understand these days. And very practical for current society. Prabhupada's books never encourage give up family, give up home, go to Vrindavan, give up job, give up. No, do whatever you are doing, home, family, job, business, whatever state, whatever country, city, but how to live a Krishna conscious life. So Bhagavad Gita, very important. Srimad Bhagavatam, teachings of Lord Chaitanya, and Nectar of Devotion. These books are very important. Often this question comes, where should I start? What book should I read? See, this book clearly lays out all those answers. And then some other books, Message of God. These are smaller books, Perfect Question, Perfect Answer, Krishna, the Supreme Personality. They're all small books. We have most of them in our book table. And of course, the Leela Amrit, the 8-volume edition and the abridged edition or the condensed version. Both are available and both are very wonderful. So Any thoughts before we read the next part? Okay, Radha Mataji, you can read the next part.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna devotees, Dhanarthana. When you feel ready to go on to the more difficult books, first read Bhagavad Gita as it is, Sri Ishopanishad, the nectar of instructions, and the nectar of devotion. It is best to read Bhagavad Gita through at least twice. Then go on to teachings of Lord Chaitanya, which Srila Prabhupada called our supermost contribution to the world. Next, go on to Srimad Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam is a multi-volume work in 12 cantos. It is a great treasure house of devotion, transcendental knowledge, and Vedic culture, the spiritual encyclopedia par excellence. Start from the beginning and read a little every day. In this way, the whole Bhagavata may be read gradually. Next, go on to Chaitanya Charitamrita, another multi-volume work which exhaustively and ecstatically describes the pastimes and philosophy of Lord Chaitanya. Even while studying Srimad Bhagavatam and other books, it is good to go on reading at least a little of the Bhagavad Gita every day. There are also many other bona fide Vaishnava books, but the most important books of Krishna consciousness in the present age are those of Srila Prabhupada. Reading these Vaishnava books on a daily basis is essential for all devotees. Read for 1 hour, 2 hours, or at least half an hour daily. As with all devotional activities, you should read with deep concentration and respect, praying to Guru and Krishna to bless you with the ability to understand such exalted subject matters. Those who develop a taste for transcendental literature will find their knowledge, wisdom, and love for Krishna increasing every day. Such devotees can never be attracted to the garbage like books of mundane writers. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, so nicely mentioned here. So these 4 books, Ishopanishad, Nectar of Instruction, Bhagavad Gita, and Nectar of Devotion. This comprise of Bhakti Shastri also. So those who wish to get that degree, which some of you have, some of you might be studying, it's very nice. Whether one is initiated or not, if one desires, one can get. A lot of online platforms are there, Bombay, Chapati, Mayapur, even in US, there are a lot of classes. You can easily, in a lot of languages also, English, Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam, whatever language you want, it's available. Because and a little bit Bhagavatam, gradually we do the Bhagavatam installation. So one can start reading Bhagavatam after that. So here it's mentioned one should read Bhagavad Gita through at least twice before jumping to others, because Gita is the most important. Remember some verses. What are the key essential teachings in every chapter at least? What are the key points of Gita? If someone asks, okay, can you tell me the essence of Gita in 5 minutes? Can you tell me the essence of Gita in 1 minute? Right? We should be able to tell. Or if time permits, can you give an 1 hour discussion about the essence of Gita? Right? So like that we should share. And the more we share, the more we will learn, more we will grow also. When we have. So even if one has read Gita, but Prabhupada is encouraging here, study Gita a little every day. Be a sage page by page. A verse a day keeps adversity away. So these multi-volume books especially may seem humongous, and sometimes they just stay on the shelf and with their covers. So, but if we read even little, for example, Ms. Glesbashishka Prabhu has made, under his leadership, devotees have made an app called Be a Sage, page by page. So which tells, okay, this book has 200 pages. If you read 5 pages every day, you will complete in 40 days. If you read 10 pages every day, you will complete in 20 days, right? So similarly, they have done for Bhagavatam. If you read 40 pages every day, then you complete in 1 year. These are like actual stats. 40 pages, you complete in 1 year, all the entire one. but 40 pages is also a lot, someone can say. Then read 1/5 of it. So if we read 1/5 of pages, then how much time it will take to complete?
5 years.
Yeah. 5 times the time, right? Simple math, correct? So if we read 8 pages, which should not take more than 20, 25 minutes, right? 3-4 minutes per page, let's say. So 25 minutes, we can complete in 1 year. Sorry, 5 years, not 1 year. We also try, we don't go page by page, we try to cover by time, as mentioned. Everyone at least half an hour. Some reading we should do. You can do with family, you can do with kids, you can do with husband, wife, neighbors, friends, etc. Whatever way works best. If it's done in group, it's always better, right? So many books are there, so many paintings are there, like Krishna book, the 4-volume book is there. So there's a lot. In spiritual life there's no dull room. There's no, as mentioned here, the knowledge will increase, wisdom will increase, love for Krishna will increase every day. Krame krame. Shraddha ratir bhakti kramish anukrameshyati. Any other thoughts about reading? Any questions? Any comments anyone has? In our movement, there is a lot of focus on education, and reading and hearing is the important. Prabhupada spent so much time. I think Madhavas, they made a drama. Let's say you make a report for your manager, right? Your manager asks you to make a project report. You spent 3-4 good weeks, right? Working hard to make a, let's say, 10-page summary of a project with a lot of charts and graphs and analysis and whatnot, and how it will impact the business, what to do, what are the returns and ROI and whatnot. A wonderful deck you made, right? You spent 3-4 weeks and gave this, okay, manager, here is the work you asked. These 40 pages contain everything about the project. And the manager says, okay, just keep it there. And he never reads it. And you ask after 2 weeks, hey, any comments about the I think I gave you? I spent like 4-6 weeks to build that. Oh, that thing, like, forget about it. It's not important. How will we feel? Right? We'll feel bad, right? We'll feel sad. Oh my God, I spent like 6 weeks to make those 40 pages, whatever, 20, 30 pages, like hypothetical situation. But Prabhupada spent countless sleepless nights to give us these books. So much hard work, so much bhakti, so much selflessness. So at least we can reciprocate something by reading those and sharing those, and trying to follow those, right? Hare Krishna. Any other comments about reading? Another comment is, it gets easier in the Sangha. Alone it's hard. So therefore we have reading group like this. It gets easier in the Sangha. Talking about Sangha, the next topic is Sadhu Sangha. So let's see. Anyone wants to read? Who hasn't got a chance this week?
Yes, Prabhuji, I would like to read.
Please.
Association with devotees. The scriptures repeatedly emphasize the importance of associating with devotees, sadhu sangha. It is considered the very root of devotion, being the cause of its substance and development. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Krishna Bhakti Janma Mola Haya Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Prema Janme Teno Punaha Mukhya Anga. The root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with devotees. Even when one's dormant love for Krishna awakens, association with devotees is still most essential. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 22.83. The two primary methods of associating with devotees are hearing from them and serving them. Devotees living in or adjacent to Iskcon centers can easily avail themselves of such opportunities. Always try to associate with devotees who are very serious about Krishna consciousness. Those living away from Iskcon centers can keep in touch by visiting them as often as possible. They keep also they can also correspond with devotees and take heart in the fact that by reading Srila Prabhupada's book and serving his mission, especially by distributing his books, one is blessed with his association. It should be noted however, that Srila Prabhupada is always surrounded by his loving followers. So we should not neglect the association of his disciples and grand disciples presently available within Iskcon. Should I stop, Prabhuji, or continue?
You can complete, just a little is left. You can complete.
Maybe unknown to you, there are people living near you who are interested in Krishna. If so, the devotees at your nearest Iskcon center probably know them and could put you in touch with them. Then you could organize Kirtana meetings, festivals, and other activities together. If you distribute Srila Prabhupada's book in your area, you are almost certain to eventually meet someone who will take a serious interest in Krishna consciousness. So if you have no association, go out and find some. In the Vedic tradition, householders invite sannyasis and saintly brahmanas to their homes, feed them sumptuous prasada, hear them and inquire from them, chant Hare Krishna with them, serve them, and try to satisfy them in all respects. This is a form of sadhu sangha that is most pleasing and beneficial to all who participate. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, rather than me summarizing everything, let's see what everyone heard. What are the takeaways? Anyone wants to? Yeah, everyone, please share some points. What did you just heard? What did you just hear? What is sadhu sangha? Short, sweet, succinct comments, short and brief. Everyone can share.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam devotees. Prabhu, the last paragraph is the one which is more
Mhm.
attractive, more realistic, and very truly mentioned. So sadhu sangha, divine personalities, when we get to like a beginner, when I'm a beginner like me, with the sadhu sangha, if I'm alone, I cannot, my brain and my actions would be wandering around. But when I'm with devotees, which is like sadhu sangha, sadhus, devotees, then I get to focus more on the devotion. They're talking, they're towards Lord Krishna, the discussions and being participating in the programs will be focused on Krishna. So without sadhu sangha, without association of devotees, I wouldn't be here at all in this class to start with. So very grateful to Iskcon Dhamma Association, Prabhuji.
Krishna. Wonderful, thank you. Anyone else has any reflections or just wants to paraphrase what we read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Namaste Srila Prabhupada. So as Sataji explained, Prabhu, for Sadhu Sangha, just like to add that Sadhu Sangha actually raise the Krishna consciousness in our heart. So that's why continuous Sadhu Sangha is very important. And senior devotees also suggests that do not mix with non-devotees, because when you mix with non-devotees, who are not practicing Krishna consciousness, or whose Krishna is not in their life or in the center, your consciousness will reduce, decrease, and it will take to the other directions. So that's why Sadhu Sangha is important. Sadhus means Shiksha Guru. Sadhus also means Diksha Guru, Prabhu, right? And also all the senior Vaishnavas who are practicing Krishna consciousness, who are preaching the love of God. We should also associate with them in addition to our all the devotee associations. Very important. That's what I'd like to add. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. कृष्ण भक्ति जन्म मूल होय साधु संग। कृष्ण भक्ति का मूल, जन्म होने का मूल, the birth of Krishna consciousness takes place through sadhu sangha, right? But if someone will say, okay, now I'm chanting, now I'm reading, hearing, etc. No, if we have to awaken love of Godhead, which is a very elevated state, Teno Puna Mukhya Anga, again the chief limb, Mukhya Anga is sadhu sangha. Sadhu Sangha is very, very important. Most important out of all the aspects of bhakti is Sadhu Sangha. Because if there is no Sadhu Sangha, gradually one will slacken for sure. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Some may take a month, some may take a year, but they will slacken without Sadhu Sangha. Prabhupada said if one thing one can practice bhakti alone, they are in hallucination. So in short, one should do one's best to take every opportunity of serving devotees, hearing from devotees. Two primary methods: serving, hearing, right? And that includes everything. Serving means serving prasadam, getting a chance to host, all this is serving. Hearing from them is also serving, right? When they're giving a class and we're absorbed and hearing with rapt attention, that's also a great service. Vani Seva, Vapu Seva, right? Serving Prabhupada through hearing his classes, reading his books, following their instructions, that's service, right? Following the instructions of senior Vaishnavas, Diksha Gurus, Shiksha Gurus, etc. So, and I think in this high-tech age, no one can say, at least in the Tampa area, we are quite blessed. There is good sadhu sangha, right? There are lots of opportunities to serve. One cannot say, well, I don't know whom shall I associate with, I don't have anyone. Tampa is big, but our devotees are also spread out in all the areas, right? And senior Vaishnavas keep coming, festivals keep happening. There is enough for everyone, right? There are enough opportunities. If one needs more opportunities to serve or more opportunities to associate with devotees, there's a lot. A lot can be done. And we have a lot of Prabhupada disciples visiting us periodically. Now, just in 10 days, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj is visiting. So we must take advantage, as mentioned here. Invite sannyasis, invite brahmanas, Vaishnavas, feed them sumptuous prasad based on their health, asterisk, whatever their health permits and whatever sumptuous should not be, oh, I'll give them pakoda and shai paneer and podi and this, and the next day they are feeling unwell, right? No, that's not the mood. The mood is to serve them the way they would like to be served, right? So keeping their health, keeping their age, and keeping their dietary restrictions in mind, we should serve them and try to satisfy them in all respects. Prabhupada's family, Prabhupada's father, Gaur Mohan, he was serving 2-3 sadhus every day, actually. That's the Vedic culture. Every day serving 2-3 sadhus. Can you imagine? That's a lot. That means serving them lunch or whatever, giving some dakshina, washing their feet if based on situations. Every day. As it is said in the scriptures, a grihastha should go out every day and say, oh, is anyone hungry? Oh, is anyone hungry? And if anyone shows up, they should feed them first. We may not be able to do that here. And even if we I don't know in India how many people do still that, but at least to some extent imbibe that mood, right? It's easy to say, oh, everything is Krishna's, right? It's a big statement. सब कुछ भगवान का, मेरा घर भगवान का, my job भगवान का, my car. But how many times do we use it for Krishna? So we should try our best to whatever frequency discuss husband wife family discuss at least once a month, once in 2 months, host a program, invite devotees, invite friends, neighbors. As mentioned here, if you distribute Prabhupada's books in your area, you are almost certain to eventually meet someone who will take serious interest. Attack is the best defense. If you're saying, oh, I don't have devotees in my community, start distributing books. Your neighbor will become devotees. They are devotees. It's just that it has to, you have to like fan the spark, right? And the fire of bhakti will rekindle, right? In koila, like the coal is burning, it's covered with ashes. You like fan it, and the flame is back again, right? So that's what Prabhupada did. So, so we should try to give books to neighbors, friends, relatives, co-workers, tell them about Krishna consciousness, invite them to the programs. And you would never know who may take interest in Krishna consciousness. Like I'll share one example from the Kartik month. In our old place where we were living before in the apartment, there is a lady named Jennifer, very, very sincere soul. Earlier I would kind of say like this lady is kind of in her own world. Like, we develop an image of everyone. Like I never talked to her, but I saw her like walking or sometimes we would not talk, just hi, how are you? Good, you are good. Okay. Like very superficial interaction. But one fine day, I think my wife was doing laundry in the laundry room, we have a common laundry room, and she was there, and suddenly they interacted, and we invited her to come for the Damodar lamp offering. And you won't believe she came every day in the 30 days, while we were not traveling, she came every day to the house to offer lamp every day in the Kartik month. American person, white American person. And the days we were out, we were traveling to Tampa or other places, she was staying at her home. So unimaginable. Like we never thought that this person, one time is one thing, like Krishna will do wonders if we just let him do wonders. Sometimes we think, no, 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 ये नहीं हो सकता, no, no, she won't come. Like I used to think like that. No, 30 days straight, right? That's too much. But Krishna has his own way. So let's just be an instrument. Nachao, nachao, nachao se mate. Krishna, make me dance. You are the showrunner. Who am I to decide if someone is a right candidate or not to take bhakti? You are the one who will arrange everything. Please guide me. Let the right words come. Let the right actions manifest. So there are many such examples. But so yeah. So that's very, very pleasing and beneficial. Sadhu Sangha is most pleasing and beneficial to all who participate. In the Sadhu Sangha, we should be careful to not talk of mundane topics, right? Respect the Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, it's Sadhu Sangha, Sat Sangha. We should talk about spiritual topics. Agreed, as friends, we may have things to discuss, but we should have a separate time for those if one has to discuss things about, other things which are not Krishna consciousness related. There can be other times, but it should not be, okay, like devotees are eating prasadam and then talking about the new car, new job, new this, new that, which is totally unrelated to Krishna consciousness. So we should keep that also in mind. Any other thoughts, comments? clarifications, questions about Sadhu Sangha, hosting programs, serving devotees. All of you are doing this, you know. I think once a month is very reasonable, right? And without putting too much pressure on anyone. Once a month is I think if someone wants to do more, there are devotees I know who do twice every week at their home program. Twice every week. I'll give you example. His Grace Gaur, Gopal Hari Prabhu. He said every week they go for book distribution, husband, and they have two small kids, by the way. Two small kids they have. So many of you have met them. They're wonderful devotees. I was very inspired when they shared this. Two small kids, so they go for book distribution. They meet new people. Let's say they're going for Friday evening, they go for book distribution. And Saturday, they say, okay, we have a program tomorrow, please come. So every Saturday, home program at their home. Every Friday, they're doing book distribution, and every Sunday, they go to temple. That should give us a lot of inspiration, right? There are devotees like that. There are many, many souls like that. And they are grihasthas, they have family, they have job, they have things to do, right? They also have to take care of the family. So I'm not saying to artificially imitate them, but if they can do 3 programs or every week, and every week going for book distribution and every week doing home program, it's no joke. We are blessed with the weather too, right? I was telling my manager, oh, it's cold here. He said, okay, so what's like 60 degrees? He was laughing, right? Because 60 degrees is not really cold because people are having like minus 10 degrees and there's snowing and snowboards, right? So
Voice disconnect. Speaker off అయిపోయింది automatic.
So the point is the Florida has very good weather. People are doing book distribution out in the snow. They are doing Harinam in the snow. If you go see it in Russia and go to Canada, upper state New York, etc., we are very blessed in that way. So we should always be very enthusiastic. Do home programs, do outdoor programs, community gatherings, reaching out, community book distribution. There's a lot we can do. All we need is sincere desire and enthusiasm. Krishna will guide, senior Vaishnavas will guide. But we have to come up, we have to show that enthusiasm that, yes, Prabhu, Mataji, I want to do this. Can you tell me how to do? Even if you don't know anything about book distribution, devotees are there to help. All we need is enthusiasm and desire. Whether it's book distribution, hosting program, or anything, inviting Vaishnavas, desire is the main thing. Tattalalyam, mulyam ekam. It is only mool for bhakti. Any other thoughts, comments anyone has, or questions on Sadhu Sangha or reading spiritual books? No questions? All good? Any clarifications or additional points?
Krishna Prabhuji, maybe I have like, if it is too in detail, maybe we can catch later. But I just want to mention, like a few sannyasis and few brahmacharis. Usually they don't come to. I mean, they have their restrictions on coming to devotees' houses, probably, or non-devotees' houses who are like beginning to Krishna consciousness or so. Would there be anything, something like that? Is that true? And how to get it resolved?
Yeah, there is some truth in there. There is certainly some truth. So if an Iskcon sannyasi or senior Vaishnava is coming, and if or some senior devotee is involved in properly coordinating, we will not arrange at the home of a person who just started their Krishna consciousness. right? Because we don't know, they may be eating, onion, garlic. They may not be properly trained how to serve. They may they may not be offering, they may not be chanting and stuff. So they will not feel comfortable, and the devotee coming will also not feel comfortable. So our goal is to serve both of them. They are we will encourage them, that new couple or new family, to do services which they are ready for, right? And we, at the same time, we don't want to create an uncomfortable situation for that visiting sannyasi. Like some devotees are very strict. They will not even eat from someone who is not chanting 16 rounds, right? Many are, and it's certainly a good thing. Um, yeah, yeah. Especially for sannyasis, we should. There are, so we should ask them, right? That so, or some will not even take outside a Brahman initiated devotee cooking. So those, but at least the basic core, like they should be chanting stably some good rounds, 4, 8, 16 rounds. They should be following some strict regulative principles. It should not be that they are staying like at their home, and the family gets up and starts some TV in the morning, right? So it'll be a mismatch, right? Now I have stayed at many places. Like one place I stayed, and it was a World Cup going on. So I got up, and devotees got up, and then the person started World Cup match at like 4 a.m. in a big screen. Ball. Like World Cup is, recently this World Cup was going on, I think, and it was in the morning time as per US. So so for senior Vaishnava, especially Prabhupada disciples, sannyasis, and they may have dietary restrictions. So they should not feel burdened also. Okay, when will this person leave? Get out of my house. I'm burdened. I'm not able to watch TV. I'm not able to do things, right? The mood will be lost. Rather than feeling grateful and privileged of getting a chance to serve them, then they may feel, okay, bahut ho gaya, it's been 2 days, this person is still here, right? It may happen if again the seva mood is not there as you were talking. So we should give them the services they are ready for, and at the same time we should not let that devotee be in an uncomfortable place where he does not feel welcomed or genuinely taken care. Needs All his needs should be satisfied and stuff, and it's not easy actually. Sometimes, when you serve senior devotees, you'll realize it's not easy. It's not easy to be a, what do you say, personal secretary or personal assistant of anyone, right? Ask Madhupriya Prabhu, who is with Navyugendra Maharaj. It's not easy to be a personal assistant. Personal assistant means my life is zero. My whole life is towards my Guru. My Guru tells, get up, get up. My Guru tells, sleep, sleep. My Guru tells, eat, eat. I have nothing for me, everything for Guru. It's not easy to do it consistently. You don't know when you'll get chance to. You don't know when you'll get chance to sleep, if at all, right? So, like devotee serving His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, it's not easy, or any Vaishnava actually, for that matter, right? So we should learn also Vaishnava etiquette, how to serve senior Vaishnavas. Hmm. It's through practice again. Just good intent is not sufficient actually. Just good intent. Good intent must be followed by good desire to learn the practices also, through observing others, through reading scriptures, right? If they're asking water and you say, no, 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 I'll give you milk because I want you to drink milk, that's not service. They're asking hot water or warm water, give warm water. They're asking give warm milk, then give warm milk. If you're not sure, they can ask them. right? Things like these small things are very, very important. Sometimes they may say, no, just don't make anything for me. But, like now every devotee is also different. Some may openly say what they want to eat, and some may be shy. They're coming first time to the house. They don't want anyone to be uncomfortable, right? They don't want anyone to feel pressurized. They may say, no, don't make anything for me. So, sometimes we may have to ask, no, Prabhu, please tell based on your preference or your diet, or, maybe we may have to ask a few times or try to know in advance from someone, right, who knows them better than we know them. Hmm? Like any Maharaj, any senior Vaishnava is coming, we try to get their dietary chart, especially at 70 years. There are a lot of do's and don'ts for a person, that they can't eat this, they can't eat that, or they like to eat this, or this is good, this they prefer in the morning. There's a whole schedule. And especially those who are traveling, which these sannyasis and traveling preachers are, they have to be more conscious about their diet, right? It's not easy to be in one home in 2 days, another home 2 days, another home 2 days. Like, it's not easy. It may sound easy. Oh, someone is making prasad. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of toll on the body. It's not easy. So we should be very respectful and lovingly serve them with devotion, with gratitude, with love, with a great sense of how fortunate, blessed, and privileged I am, right? And not try to just and pray to Krishna, please help me to get the right mood and right intelligence and the right actions. Sorry if I went a little tangent here, but
No, Prabhuji, very helpful. This is very helpful for me, as well as if anybody is coming to us and checking for posting also. It'll be very helpful. So to what I understood, they should follow, or I should follow, 4 regulative principles and chanting, which is the basic, and then take advice from you and other devotees if planning to host. That would be very helpful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, even diet also, Prabhuji. Last time when I was in Alachua kitchen, Mataji was doing seva, and then we were having a light talk about, and then she was sharing Maharajas, when they come in, devotees would like to really with heart, with a good intention, they want to serve and they want to give their best, but we have to think about them also. As you rightly mentioned, 70 years, the digestion wouldn't be as it was before. So they would like to have less spicy. And if devotees are Indian, naturally we tend to put good spices for Maharajas to impress them, to serve them. But that wouldn't go well for them. So Maharaj, who came in, felt very bad, and he had digestion problem, and he had to shift to another devotee's house, that Mataji's house, to take light through it and so forth. So it's it's very helpful, Prabhuji, your comments and guidance. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Sometimes it feels in one way, the host, it might feel like, oh, what am I doing wrong, or did not find out correctly or not. But when we think from the other's point of view, that the visitor's point of view, we are actually doing a good thing, because we are going with we are serving, as you said. It's not like we are I got a privilege of serving them, so I should be as humble as possible to respect their needs. Not like, though I have a good intention to serve, it's not like my my interest, but it's giving importance to their interest.
Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. And in serving Vaishnavas, it's a lot of sensitivity, you can say. We are, devotee means sensitive or humble, soft-hearted, understanding, right? For example, if they have come after a long flight, we should not engage in lengthy conversations, right? So it's all mentioned actually. Many things are mentioned in the Vaishnava etiquette, which actually is a supplement. For those who want, you can also read the Vaishnava etiquette manual. Do all of you have access to it? Hmm? All of you are at least aware there's a Vaishnava etiquette manual. Shilpa Mataji, are you aware of that?
Yes, Prabhuji. I mean, about manual, I don't know, but I've been like through other Prabhu's lecture, like Pranvanand Das Prabhu and Pran Govind Prabhu's classes, and they took classes earlier about Vaishnava etiquette, so that way I knew. I came to know, but not about the manual.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, during COVID time, His Grace Ramaya Prabhuji, he took the classes for Vaishnava etiquette. So that time we read that.
Wonderful. Yeah, so it's easily available on internet. I can also share. So it talks a lot about dealing with devotees, guests, right here. So it's important. These are important topics: seniors, ritual master, etc. So there are some more points here. 53. At 56. Great respect, love, sweet words, etc. Guest reception, Atiti Seva. Okay, let's read that. How much we have? Okay, we'll not be able to cover all that. Shall we read it tomorrow, or you want to take it as homework? Any thoughts? Shall we read it tomorrow together, or not tomorrow? I mean Monday.
Both, Prabhuji, homework and reading.
Okay, we'll see how many. But the point, yeah, this is important reference manual. So along with the Vaishnava etiquette, along with the Krishna beginner's guide, those who want, please read. There's a lot of important points shared about guest reception, especially receiving senior devotees at home, sannyasis, etc. If they're coming from a long travel, like 4 hours, you should just give them water, give them, show them the room, let them relax, and see that sensitivity also. Like if they're coming around 12 p.m., it's time, lunchtime, ask them what time would you like. First, let them sit, let them be comfortable, give some water or some welcome drink, right? Or some juice or some light drink. Water is fine. Again, based on weather, based on a lot of factors, right? Based on what you can ask them, would you like a water or juice or something, right? If they want hot water, give hot waters. Something in that's like a with kind words, how it was travel okay, and then show them the room. Let them. Some may want to take a bath. Let's say they came after a long drive or long flight, right? Some may want to kind of put their things and kind of it depends if they're coming for 2 hours or coming for 2 days or 2 weeks. All those things. There's no like one size fits all. There's no like one formula, right? If they're just coming for 2 hours, that's a short trip. Maybe they're for a short purpose, right? But if they're coming for 2 days, then show them the room they're going to stay or live for next 2 days. Make sure the room is ready, clean for senior sannyasis visiting, and some may have some special needs also, right? They need table, they need chair, they need whatever. They need some special arrangements in bathroom. They need so a lot of things we have to just keep all those in mind as proactively. It just shows sensitivity, lot of sensitivity, lot of thoughtfulness. Vaishnava is very thoughtful. And if we do our best with intention, with love, with care, then Krishna will take care of the rest. Knowingly, unknowingly, if some mistakes are there, Krishna will give us the right intelligence. And once we serve, the next time we improve, right? It's not that first time will be perfect, right? So we try to be perfect, but still there are mistakes. We can always ask them, how can at the end, there are any shortcomings in my service? Please forgive me and please give me some constructive feedback to improve. So next time I can serve you or other devotees better, right? In a genuine way. And Krishna will help. Any other thoughts before we pause for today? Okay, thank you so much again for all of your time and sincerity. I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samveta Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha. Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hari Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Prabhupada
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.